Good morning! It is our first full day at Disneyland Paris. It's
Good morning!
It is 8:40 AM right now. Extra magic hours started at 8:30, but we went down to breakfast and then came back up and finished getting ready. So now it's time to go down. I'm hoping we might be able to get a cute picture by the castle while it's quiet. So fingers crossed for that, and then I think we're gonna head straight into the Studios park to do some of like the big rides. Got the keys, yeah?
No.
You say that every time, but at some point you're gonna be telling the truth and I'm not gonna believe you.
Yeah, you probably won't. But I think the plan this morning is, like Amy said, that we're gonna go and get a photo in front of the castle. Sorry, I don't know where I'm really going, so I'm having to really look at these signs. But yeah, the plan this morning is for us to go in front of the castle. And then I think that we're going to go to Crusher's Coaster, because I think that's probably the
yeah,
best.
it gets really busy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets really busy. But yeah, well, we'll see you when we get to the park.
It's so cool, doesn't it? Apparently the Disneyland Hotel is actually closed for refurbishment at the moment, but I think it's opening early next year. Okay, so we've done a walk down Main Street. I didn't vlog because I just wanted to take it all in, but I did have a cry, which will come as a surprise to no one. But that was lovely. Probably the quietest I've ever seen Main Street. And then now we're going to go over to the Studios park and try and get some rides done.
Look at the amount of people waiting to come in.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm so glad we've got these extra magic hours.
So many people tried to, it's quite funny that you saw people trying to get in and use the hotel guest entrance into the park.
Yeah, they're obviously going to check that. But it has been very handy having the extra magic hours. So yeah, I can actually see construction workers in the Disneyland Hotel, so that's quite exciting. I feel like a renovation for that one is quite overdue. But I'm excited to see how it comes out. Not that I'll be staying there for a while because it's so expensive. Yeah, so this is hotel guests. This is everyone else, and this is 10 minutes before the end of magic hours. So if you're wondering if extra magic hours really do help, yes they do. God, it's a lot sunnier than yesterday, isn't it?
So much.
Makes such a difference.
It makes me feel just so much more positive. Like,
Yeah.
I think yesterday, you were seeing yesterday's video, we were just saying how many arguments there were between families.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that with the weather today that people aren't arguing and people are enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be us. And you see that tortoise shell up there?
Oh yeah.
That's what we do.
Oh, shit.
Okay. It's 40 minutes already, but we're just gonna do it. So when we got on that, I have a handbag, and I said to Charlie, I need to try and figure out how to take my bag. He went, "I'll hold it," and I went, "Yeah." It goes quite fast. He was like, "Yeah, I'll hold it." I was like, "No, it goes quite fast." What do you think of that?
I was not expecting that, but I liked it. But yeah, thanks, Amy.
I did tell you. You just didn't believe me. I love Crusher's Coaster. It's one of my favourites. Look how cool this bit looks. I wonder, they're obviously building something back there, but I actually don't know what it is. Charlie, this way. Where are we going?
I hate you so much.
You enjoyed it.
I did, but it was
I tried to tell you.
No, because I thought it'd be like, I don't know, I was getting the vibe from like Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe it was just happened because it's water.
No.
But I was like going into this ride where I was just being thrown everywhere, and then Amy being like, "Hold my handbag!"
What are they building? The perfect spot for magical daydreams. Oh, this is really cute.
They're
Is this...
extending it.
Yeah, I want to have a look at what they're doing. A picturesque promenade. Oh! God, so we're like here right now. So they're really extending it. Oh my god. That's going to be the Star Wars bit. Oh, and Elsa's castle. Oh, it's the Frozen bit. They're adding a Frozen bit. I completely forgot. I remember now. We're going to have to come back.
Oh, what a shame.
Because we booked this trip quite last minute, dining reservations were really hard to get hold of, but I've just done something while we were in the toilet.
What?
What would you say? Like, tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, we're going to Remy's for lunch. I've actually got a booking at 12:30 just now. It literally, there was one slot that came up. It must have been a cancellation because we had the hotel at the restaurant at our hotel booked for tonight, but the set menu doesn't look great, does it? So when I got the text through to say, remember, if you're not going to your booking, cancel it, I thought, oh my god, that means other people will be cancelling their bookings. And I went on the app and there was literally one for Remy's at 12:30. Yay! Apparently this car is run on vibranium, so those are the vibranium cartridges there. It does actually move.
Yeah, this is the vibranium.
Yeah, in the front. That's very cool. Look, they do noodles in here. Right? That feels very like non-Disneyland Paris, but I love it.
This is a bit of you, isn't it?
Yeah, the Groot biscuits, they look so cute.
Oh look!
Spiderman!
Ligne de sécurité, la partie préférée de tout le monde.
Oh my god! That was so funny. We just did Flight Force, that was insane.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
At one point during the ride, I literally looked at Amy, like, although that was all dark inside, I was like, is she okay? Like, the amount that she's screaming, like, is she falling out of her seat?
No, it was so fun. Obviously it's the same track as Rock and Roller Coaster, but actually I feel like the Avengers stuff adds like a whole new level to it. Some of it is spoken in French and some of it's in English, so you can kind of get the gist. I do wish I spoke more French so that I could understand all of it. But yeah, like look, this is the whole Avengers Campus behind us here. It is so cool. And it reminds me a lot more of like the American Disney parks, where I feel like the theming is always bang on. And I think Disneyland Paris has been like a little bit dated for a while, but in this park especially you can really tell that they're like really starting to switch things up and making a huge difference. Thank you.
Hello.
Stunning. We are just about to go on the Spiderman ride. This has been the longest queue so far, I think. So it does look really cool. I love the concept. I know nothing about what to expect from this ride, so let's see. Oh my god. Oh!
Si on tire sur ces pots de verre, on déclenchera peut-être une réaction.
I already jumped!
C'est fantastique!
Oh my god, you overtook me! We both did very well though. I got 139,500 and Charlie got 171,900. Oh, they've got toys of all the Spider-Bots. This is what you're trying to like defeat during the ride. Oh my god, they're remote controlled. That's so funny.
Absolutely
that was so fun. I loved that ride. It's a bit like the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin one, but rather than having like a space gun, you just like punch the air, like do this with your hands. What did you think of the Ratatouille ride?
Amazing. And look, quickly look in there.
That's how we're now going for lunch. I'm so excited.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, it comes with bread. How are you feeling?
I'm hungry.
Me too.
I really need food.
I've never had pumpkin soup before. Let's try it. That's quite nice actually.
Get in my belly.
Are you pleased?
Very pleased.
Charlie got the brie sauce.
It looks sensational.
Yeah, it does. I got the chef sauce. Don't know what that means.
It's having a little chef's hat. Like, I've got my brie sauce in there. How cool is that?
That's so cute. They've got everything in here. We had a little break, we are back with a vengeance. If you didn't notice, My camera died just before we went into Remy's. But after that we went to the Cars, what was it called? The Cars road trip?
Yeah, so it's the old backlot tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, Disney, if you're watching this, just close your ears just for 2 seconds. I felt like that they were really trying to grab on to it. Like they weren't, like it isn't as good as it could be. It
felt like, so if you've done the backlot tour at Disneyland Paris, or if you've seen videos of it, you will know that there used to be this really iconic bit in it where there was like a canyon that like set on fire, and then like the water came down and put the fire out to kind of show like movie magic vibes. But then when they took the backlot tour out, they kept that bit in. I don't know what that noise is. We keep hearing concerts coming from the like event centre. I wonder if we could Google what that is, because it was happening yesterday as well. Yeah, it was like sweet, but they kept that in and just added like a Cars petrol tank on, which was a nice touch. And I'm glad they didn't get rid of it, because it was very iconic. But it sort of feels like they went, how can we like tentatively keep that bit but make it somehow Pixar? Doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know, I just think maybe because of the expansion, if you haven't seen yet, Disneyland are expanding the park. So there's going to be a Star Wars bit, there's going to be a Frozen bit.
The studios, the future of the studios is really exciting actually.
Really exciting. We've already said that we will
want to come back when all the other stuff is open. Yeah, and then after that, it started to rain a little bit, so we ran into one of the shops and ended up buying each other a pair of ears. So Charlie now has these very fetching Mickey Mouse hat, magician's hat ears. These are not those ears, I'm saving them for tomorrow, so you'll have to watch tomorrow's vlog to see which ears Charlie chose for me. And yeah, I had a quick costume change into something a little bit more evening weather friendly, because it is quite cold here.
Yeah, we decided, so earlier on, you'll see earlier on in this video, that we came out this morning just wearing jumpers, and then
it was fine for the morning.
It was fine, and then we soon realised that by the end of when we were going back to the hotel, how cold we started to get. And one thing, if you know Amy personally, her friends will also vouch for this, a cold Amy is not a fun Amy.
Get a bit grumpy. But anyway, we are headed back into the park now. Where are we going? Back to the Studios park?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know where it's...
We've got a few shows we want to tick off.
Oh yes, we want to see the Mickey's Magician show.
And actually I'd really like to do the Spiderman ride again if there's not a very big queue, because that was so fun. I didn't know what to expect, but the like interactive element of it. You said your arms were tired at the end.
Oh yeah, they were. They were.
Yeah.
It was all of this, like...
Yeah, it's so fun. I want to go again. I want a rematch, since you won very narrowly.
I wouldn't think a couple of thousand is narrow, but okay.
We've just got some chocolate covered strawberries from this cute little Christmas market stand.
Can't wait.
And some extra napkins, because we know it's going to get messy.
And so many people are leaving.
Yeah, they are, because it's the time of day, isn't it? It's like 4 PM now.
Yes.
We've come straight to the Mickey and the Magician show, and we got here, it starts at 5:25 and we got here at 5:05, and already the queue is so long. So if you want to catch the Mickey and the Magician show, definitely arrive very early. I'm excited to see this though. I obviously haven't seen it before, but it's one of the things, like, it's definitely, I think, the show I'm most excited to see. I'm also excited to see the Lion King show. This looks amazing. All the little twinkly stars and the border. It really reminds me of Aladdin and the genie. Oh my god, it got so dark when we were in there, but how good was that?
Yeah, really good.
That was like one of the best shows I've ever seen in a Disney park. It is like a Disneyland Paris must do, definitely.
I fully agree. I've seen a lot of good reviews, but I thought maybe it's just Disney fanatics kind of overhyping things, but no,
so good.
So good.
It had a lot of different characters and different shows in it. It had like...
We won't say who.
No, they didn't they asked not to film or take photos, so I didn't until the curtain call when everyone was. So you'll have to see it for yourself, but it was so good. We're in the queue for the Tower of Terror, and Charlie just spotted, oh, I can't see it from here. There's like leaking water up there going into a bucket, and I think that's just another example of like the tiny details that Disney do, just make everything like a little bit more realistic. So dodgy. What's going on? What's happening? Where are we going? You're like an ear stealer. I've heard very good things about Pimp Kitchen. So we don't have a reservation, but when we did this at Pirates yesterday, they seemed to say that like sometimes they have dropouts and stuff. So we're gonna chance it and see if we can get in. So we're back in the Avengers Campus to give Pimp Kitchen a little go.
How do you feel about a quick super speed Avengers trip?
What, Flight Force?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Pimp Kitchen are actually closed. They must close before the park does. So that's a no, so we're gonna go on Flight Force instead. We were right at the front of the ride this time, so it was absolutely insane actually.
It's Eeyore!
He does look so cute with his antlers. Finally, I'm getting my Disney popcorn. Thank you so much. Yeah. One thing we do disagree on is popcorn. So I'm a salty popcorn girl, and Charlie is
You're
a
just
sweet
a salty
popcorn
person
guy.
altogether, to be fair.
Yeah, sure. So this is mixed. I got a salty piece first. Slay. So elegant as well. How are you finding the popcorn?
I'm eating it for the food and I'm so hungry.
You're not enjoying it?
I'm just excited because the sweet popcorn's underneath, so I'm like, let's get through this so then I can then get down to the sweet popcorn.
We've found our spot for the fireworks. The castle's up there. We are down here, just like sitting on the floor, eating our popcorn. I forgot about my light. Eating our popcorn, drinking our Diet Coke, or Coke Zero, because they don't have Diet Coke here. Oh my god, I read online earlier that apparently all the Coke in Disney...
And this is sponsored by Coke.
Yeah, apparently, this video isn't, but apparently all of the Coca-Cola products in Disneyland, they don't pay for, but they have an exclusivity deal with Coke.
And today is now sponsored by Surfshark, our favourite VPN when we go travelling.
It isn't. I wish it was.
So Amy, you excited for the fireworks?
I'm so excited. Well, we've already seen that I'm a bit of an emotional mess and this isn't going to help, but I am excited to see them. This is going to be quite bad, I think. On the scale of 1 to crying, it's going to be a bit messy. Good morning. As you can tell, it is the next day now. I definitely have some kind of cold. Ever since I had COVID a couple of months ago, my immune system is so weak. I think this is my 3rd cold since. Anyway, last night after the fireworks were incredible. They were the ones that I remember from about 10 years ago. They brought them back. So I absolutely loved that. And then after the fireworks, we actually went for dinner at... I think it was called La Grange at Billy Bob's Western Saloon or something. It's in Disney Village and my sister had recommended it. They seem to always have availability, so I was like, I'm not sure But actually we were quite pleasantly surprised. It was like standard theme park buffet food, but they did have a decent selection. They had quite a lot for like fussy eaters as well, so if you are fussy or if you're travelling with someone who is, then bear that in mind. Like they had like chicken nuggets and like tomato pasta with meatballs and stuff, or you could have it without meatballs. It was pretty like well-rounded. It is supposed to be a barbecue place, and you had the ribs, didn't you, and you said it was not good.
Oh, the ribs had so much fat on them, it was just wasn't great.
Yeah, so we avoided the ribs, but to be honest, they also had these like fajita things that were really good.
They were sensational.
Yeah, the desserts were good. Like actually across the board, it was a very like solid buffet. So yeah, that's my official review.
So I've just had a quick look on my phone, and we walked 22,643 steps yesterday.
Whoa, that's a lot of steps.
So I think after walking that amount of steps, I think
we just needed like beige food. Yeah.
Beige. I've never eaten so many chicken nuggies in my life. I was so happy.
Yeah, it was good. And then we literally just got back to the room and passed out. Like, I was so exhausted. I have never known tiredness like this, and I think maybe because of the coming down with a cold, but also the walking that far and all the excitement. Like, yeah, we were very, very exhausted. So I completely forgot to end the vlog. So this is the end of this vlog, and I'll see you in a few minutes, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye guys.